Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, I just finished knitting this cape and I love it so much. It's a knitting purchase, what's it called? It's a kit, and I purchased it from Christel Seyfarth, and she calls them art knits. She's got a website. It's a Danish woman, so I just love being able to support a Danish small owned business. This cape is called Havila, and you know what? I freaking adore this pattern here. It is so Scandinavian in so many ways. We got that big culture thing with Vikings, and I was thinking about Vikings when I knitted this. I think it is so beautiful. And I was a little bit in doubt with the neck, the way it ended, but I'm telling you guys, it is just perfect. When I put it on, this is like a nice crown, like the way that it shapes on the body is just so beautiful, and then it goes over the shoulder, it's just so beautiful. So it's a kit that came with a recipe and also the yarn, and I knitted this a little bit bigger than the recipe, so this is the only thing that I got left of the yarn, but still it's left, So now I'm thinking that I could I still want to do that project where I do these wrist warmers, so I thought it would make sense to make these colors be included in the wrist warmers, so I could be so kinky that it could be like a set, And then you guys are probably thinking like, oh no, then it's coming up as a hat and a scarf or something. Or leg warmers, even leg warmers. No, okay, I'll restrain myself. I don't want to look like a knitted freak. But anyway, I just really enjoy knitting this project. It's been knitted with 2 strands of thread, so it went on so fast, and I think I have never tried to crochet, but I can understand when you're working with thicker yarn that the progress is just so fast with your work, because you're having bigger knitting needles and thicker yarn. So, but don't you just adore this border here? Oh my god, I didn't even think that I was able to do these things, but I simply just followed the recipe. And yeah, let's talk about the recipe. Oh, by the way, look, she even gives you this that you can sew in, so I just sewed it in. Yeah, now it looks like really like store-bought or something. Okay, let's talk about the recipe. The recipe comes like this, and you know what? It's just intimidating for me to read these things. It's new for me to be knitting, so I'm not used to all the way that they are like expressing they push words together in foreshortenings that makes no sense to me, and some of the foreshortenings already exist in my vocabulary as like English words. So when I flipped up on the page and I cover up some of it because I'm not sure if Christel would be happy for me to reveal too much of the recipe in public. But if you're like professional knitter, you can like easy figure out this, right? What I read when I looked at the recipe for the first time, and I don't know if it's just me, I was just looking like, it says like, oh my god, 1 2 3, oh my god, on oh my god, and then oh my god, SM. It just continue with oh my god, 252 SM. So yeah, when I looked at this, I was going, oh my god. But I managed to kind of figure out what all these oh my god things meant. And then I just started knitting, right? And then the length of this cape, we gotta address this. We have to talk about this because I want to keep it real here and tell about all my struggles. And if you're a newbie like me into knitting and you pick these so-called one size recipes, And it's hard enough following the recipe, right? But when you take out a measuring tape, like she's a really young woman, you know, the model on the picture, which by the way was totally what sold the kit to me. You know, I really adore the pattern on her and the way that, can you see, like, she's young. Gravity have not yet discovered her bosom. So everything is just firm and, you know, still in place. But all I can say in that department is I'm not young anymore, and it seems to be like the longer the life, the longer the titty, right? So it just occurred to me, luckily in a phase where I could still do something about it, that oh gosh, if I just follow the recipe, this cape will end in the middle of my chest area, which means that below it would be like hanging out those sucky dog ears, you know, not looking so good. So immediately this situation just played in my head. Like, you know how I've spent the whole day chasing for taking a nap, and it's usually before dinner or something, and that's the exact same time where UPS or other, you know, delivery guys are delivering things. So it just played out inside my head that I'm going in to take a nap. I'm taking off my bra to be all comfy and everything. I lay down, fall asleep, and then the doorbell rings. And I have to jump out of bed, and in a hurry, I would totally grab for a garment like this because it's been knitting with double thread, so it's like really thick and sturdy. So I would know that no matter if there was like a blizzard of frozen hurricane outside the door, I could still like open my front door without being pointing at anything, you know? But could you imagine if I knitted it too short? I mean, it's just horrible. So what I did, I don't know if you can see from the picture of the recipe, I started the measuring situation around here, and then I realized, woo, I need to add at least something that's like 3 or 4 inches. So I had to just do this. I don't even know if there is a name for it. It's just a pattern, you know. I introduced the new yarn, and then I did this section up here, knitting pearl. And I really love this pearl. I love it a ton. It gives a little bit of texture that, you know, I just like it a lot. But I am so grateful, so grateful that I discovered that when time was still, you know, so I could do something about it, because it was haunting me for the rest of the time that I was knitting. Like, oh shoot, I can just imagine if it's still too short, or I don't know. But then I was also thinking that, like I said before, I have never tried to crochet, but I was thinking that maybe if I really had, you know, not discovered it, and I needed to make this cape longer, I think it's possible to pick up, you know, something down here, and then with a crochet needle knit a new border to it. So yeah, but I just wanted to address that in case that you are trying out this quickly made cape. It went so well. It was really faster than I anticipated. I just adore this up here. On the picture it looks like a mess, you know. It looks like I don't know. I didn't find it very likable when I saw this picture here. But then when I started to knit it, I can see, oh, it's just so cute because it forms like tiny hearts. And I just really like this section up here because it's just so Scandinavian design, you know, with also from Faroe Island. Yeah, so it just had to be this ending up here. Yeah, but I'm all thrilled and excited. I just wanted to share it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Does it work? Yeah. There is a webcam in my son's computer, so I thought I was just gonna brag and show you guys. Oh my god, look, it's so nice. And then, you know, I'm not a young woman anymore, so I think it goes well with my age and everything. Even though that when my son, he saw me in this, he was like, oh no, now you look like 10 years older, you look like a granny. It's okay, it's okay. But I like it a lot. And look at the neck up here. Isn't it just lovely? I mean, it was not so nice when I saw the picture in the brochure, you know, the recipe of how to knit it. But when I'm wearing it, I think it makes sense. It looks really nice. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.